Green and red kryptonite already. Now we're on to blue, the next kryptonite to appear, in Superman issue 140 in 1960. Fun fact, in an upcoming video on gold kryptonite, I completely ignore both blue and white kryptonite, having been before gold. This is because the website I'm using to look at the list of different kryptonites mislabeled blue and white as being after gold. So I had to postpone my already recorded video on gold and rush a video on white and finish my video on blue. Also, I am not blaming the website for that because they probably didn't plan on anyone making videos about it. It is definitely my own fault, as I think I should be doing my own research, which I will be doing for now on kryptonite because of that mistake. So now there's going to be a video in a couple of days where I refer to gold as the third kryptonite to appear when it's actually the fifth. So I just wanted to say that before any of you see the video on gold kryptonite. Now, with that out of the way, let's get on to blue kryptonite. Kryptonite is the first kryptonite to not actually harm Kryptonians. It would instead be used to harm Bizarros after being created by Superman himself. Kind of ironic, to fight an army of Bizarros. After that, blue kryptonite didn't do much but be used against Bizarro in a couple of stories. Although I did want to mention that there was a time post-crisis where blue kryptonite made Bizarro smart, which was a bad thing apparently. I think someone started to question that idea and, logic that making Bizarro smart is somehow hurts him, and that would be dropped quickly going back to the first version of Blue Kryptonite after only a couple issues of Bizarro being smart, which in my opinion is for the best because I don't see how that's a weakness. In fact, I think that kind of helps Bizarro in this fight. In the New 52, it was said that Blue Kryptonite killed the spirits of Kryptonians, specifically those who were in the Phantom Zone. Although I do have questions, because I don't think there was ever a time where we saw this. I looked for it. I could not find any comic where we saw Blue Kryptonite in the New 52 being used. I only found a panel where Jor-El is talking about Blue Kryptonite. And the reason why I'm questioning this is what kind of spirits do they mean? Do they mean their spirits as in their soul, as in it kills them? Or do they mean in spirits as it makes them sad and depressed? I know that's probably the first one, but I'd like to think that Blue Kryptonite was made to make prisoners just depressed, like General Zod's being happy in the Phantom Zone, and Jor-El comes up to him to shoots him Blue Kryptonite, like, no, you're depressed now. Although I highly doubt it is that, but it's pretty funny if it was, which it's 100% not, but I kind of wish it was. Although they never explain how Blue Kryptonite was actually created in the New 52. Because the previous version was made by Superman, but this version of Blue Kryptonite was on Krypton. Also, how is it on Krypton? I thought it doesn't work until it's on Earth. I'm not going to even think about it. There's a lot of continuity errors or changes between New 52 and Rebirth and Flashpoint that change a lot of the lore and in Crisis too. And I understand the changes that are made, but sometimes they're made without explanation to that they had been made. So can Blue Kryptonite work on Krypton, but green can't? Because I'm pretty sure that gets contradicted later on because green Kryptonite can't be used on Krypton, only on Earth. I'm thinking way too much into this. I started this off by saying Blue Kryptonite makes Kryptonians sad, and now I'm going into the fact that green Kryptonite doesn't work on Krypton, but Blue Kryptonite apparently does. In my opinion, Blue Kryptonite works best as being Bizarro's version of Kryptonite. It's also made its way in adaptations, although in both cases it is separate than anything it's ever done in the comics. It does not kill Kryptonians as spirits, it does not hurt Bizarro, and it doesn't make them sad. I'm sorry, but I'm not letting that go. I want Blue Kryptonite to make them sad. There's a Kryptonite that makes them gay. Why can't there be a Kryptonite that makes them sad? Season of Smallville, Blue Kryptonite disables Clark's powers while he's near it, in a town where everyone's drinking the water has been infected with Blue Kryptonite. Therefore, he can't use his powers. Although, unlike Green in the show, he doesn't feel any physical pain, which is a bit of a problem because he doesn't understand why his powers aren't working. While as for Green, he knows why. Meanwhile, in 2010, Justice League Crisis on 2 Earth, Lex Luthor uses it against Ultraman, which weirdly enough refers to it as Blue Kryptonite. I found that really weird because Superman doesn't call green Kryptonite, he just calls it Kryptonite. So why is Ultraman putting the extra effort in to specifically say it's blue? Why doesn't he just say it's Kryptonite? Because it's his version of Kryptonite, I don't think he's ever had green kryptonite infected or anything like that, because green kryptonite does not exist on this Earth. So why is he making a point to say it's blue? I don't understand. I mean, I know the reason is because they want to clue in the audience that it's a different color than regular kryptonite, and they're like, we didn't mess with the color. It's different because it's different Earth. But why does he say it's blue? I thought that was so weird. Couldn't they just have Superman be like, oh, it's blue? Why did they have to have Ultraman say it's blue? I'm ranting way too much about this one scene, about one line from one scene from a movie from 2010 that was a great movie, but I'm ranting about the one line from one scene. I'm a little over the top, if you can't tell. I love that movie. That line just really confused me. So what is your thought on Blue Kryptonite? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you want to see it more? Personally, I wouldn't mind seeing it more. Maybe a Bizarro story, but I would say it doesn't need to be used as much as a green, or even as much as red. I'd say that my favorite effect of it is having to do with Bizarro. I don't like the whole spirit stuff, unless it makes them sad. The whole idea that it kills the spirit and their soul inside them is, in my opinion, a little weird, because how is that any different from green kryptonite killing you physically? I mean, I know you're technically dying different ways, but you're still dying. The end result is the exact same. So how is it any different? Red kryptonite is different because it affects you mentally. Blue kryptonite, if it just kills you, then why is it any different from green kryptonite? That's why I think it works best as being a Bizarro kryptonite, because then it is very different than green. But that's my take on it. What's yours? Like always, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey, I know I just said goodbye in my video, but past me made a mistake, as in I completely forgot Blue Kryptonite showed up on Supergirl. So, yeah, it showed up in the episode Bizarro, where she fights the Bizarro version of herself, and they use Blue Kryptonite to fight her with. I completely forgot that was a thing. Although I don't, yeah, so which is kind of unfortunate because I'm one of the people who actually like that show, and I completely blanked on the fact that it appeared on the show. It only appeared in one episode in like 2 scenes, so I feel like you kind of give me a pass for missing it, but I still feel bad for missing it because I really like that show, and a lot of people don't, and I defended it in the fact that I literally forgot about it and didn't mention it in this video already is kind of unfortunate. Just saying. But it's kind of funny too when you think about it. Either way, thanks for watching, and this time is the real goodbye. Bye.